Morning, class 8, unit 17, cell and tissue. The main objectives. Unit 17. The main objectives of this lesson are as follows. To define cell and tissue, to show the relationship among cell, tissue, organs and systems in a human body, functions of each type of animal cell or plant cell, types of different tissues, animal tissues and plant tissues, their types, distinguish between some of the questions, draw, label and some logical answers. Question number 1, draw and label a meristematic tissue and any epithelial tissue. You have to draw a meristematic tissue which is found in the plant tissue and any epithelial tissue. Any questions can be asked from epithelial tissue like pavement epithelium, cubicle, columnar, glandular or stratified. Question number 2, write functions of apical meristem. There are two types of meristems, apical and intercalary or lateral. Lateral meristem, apical meristem and epithelium or epithelial tissue. If an apex of a plant tissue is cut, it won't grow. Why? Apex टुप्पालाई काट्यो भने प्लान्ट बढ्दैन. कारण के होला? Question number answer. Apical meristem increases the plant height. प्लान्टको हाइटलाई बढाउने काम गर्छ यसलाई. एपेक्स भनेको टुप्पा. Lateral meristem increases the thickness, circumference of a plant tissue, plant stem. Main function. Lateral भनेको साइड बढाउने. If an apex is cut, it is responsible to increase the height. But if it is cut, the plant cannot grow. जसले हाइटलाई बढाउने काम गर्छ त्यसलाई काटिदियो भने त्यो प्लान्ट बढ्दैन. Epithelial tissue or epithelium does the following functions. The epithelial tissue is found in human body. It has the following function. Protection. It protects our body, different parts of the body. Covering. It helps in covering the body parts, soft parts or other parts. Secretion. To secrete or to produce different materials which are needed for our body. Movement of the materials in and out. Absorption means to take necessary things, to absorb in, take in. Excretion, etc. to throw out unnecessary things. Question number 1 and 2 finished. Question number 3. Okay. Sometimes this question can be asked. How are cells, tissues, organs and systems related or interrelated? Interrelated in a human body. We know a cell is a structural, functional and fundamental unit of life. It was discovered by Robert Hooke. कसरी चाहिँ सेल, टिस्यु, organ र सिस्टमले कसरी काम गर्छ त? First of all, I draw solution of this answer is, first I write a simple diagram. See, arrow, cells, tissues, organs, systems and body. It shows cells combine to form one type of tissue, tissues combine to form an organ organs combine to form a system, and all the systems make our body, and all of them do their own function. सेल मिलेर टिस्यु बन्छ, सेल मिलेर एउटा टिस्यु बन्छ, धेरै टिस्यु मिलेर एउटा अर्ग्यान बन्छ, धेरै अर्ग्यान मिलेर 9 सिस्टम बन्छ। र यो सेल टिस्यु अर्ग्यान सिस्टमले सबैले आफ्नो काम गरिरहेका हुन्छन्, बडीलाई हेल्प हुन्छ। हाउ टु राइट डाउन? सी दिस वे, cells form tissues and tissues unite to form, either it's cell form, you can write or tissue also, because two or more cells combine to form a tissue, and many tissues unite to form an organ, and organs unite to form a system, and all the systems unite to form a body. Here, cells, tissues, organs and systems are related. Here, cells, tissues, organs and systems do or perform their respective functions and help one another. One another means each other. They help each other. Cells do their functions. Tissues also do their functions. Organs do their functions. Systems do their functions. All of them combine together, means help each other, and our body functions. In this way, they means all of them, they are closely interrelated in our body. It means if one of the organs or system fails, it becomes very difficult. Question number 3. How they are related or interrelated? Question number 3. Question number 4. Question number 4 is classify the plant tissues completely. Okay, the answer is this: plant tissues. Here you are not going to study only whatever written in the book. किताबमा जे लेखेको छ त्यो मात्रै नपढेर केही एक्स्ट्रा पनि रिलेटेड पढ्नुपर्ने हुन्छ। Plant tissues. There are mainly two types of plant tissues: meristematic tissues. Meristematic tissues are those which can grow or have the capacity to divide. All of them are living. Meristems. Meristematic tissues or meristems. Another is permanent tissues. Permanent tissues. Just by the name, permanent tissues are those which have lost the power of division. Meristematic tissues are also of 3 types. In your book, only 2 types, but 3 types. Number 1, apical meristem, apical meristem, lateral meristem, and intercalary. Apical, which is found at the tip of the root or any stem. Lateral, sideways. Intercalary, which are embedded inside. बीच-बीचमा भएको. Another permanent tissue. Permanent tissues are mainly of three types. यसलाई हेर्नु त यसको यो सिधा meristematic tissues, apical, lateral, intercalary. Permanent tissues mainly three types. Simple permanent, complex permanent, or not necessary because the word permanent is already written. Simple, complex, and special. Special, another name is secretory. Secretory means with secrets. Simple also mainly three types. Parenchyma, collenchyma, chlorenchyma also having chlorophyll. Parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma. Complex, xylem and phloem. Simple, parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma. Complex, xylem and phloem. Special or secretory. Again, two types. One is glandular. Another is lactiferous. See, two types of plant tissues. Meristematic tissues, which can divide and are living. Permanent tissues, which cannot divide. Some of them are living, but many of them are dead. Meristematic tissues or meristems are of three types. Apical meristem, lateral meristem, intercalary meristem. Permanent tissues are mainly of three types. Simple permanent, complex permanent, special or secretory permanent. Simple permanent tissues are also three types and subtypes. Parenchyma, collenchyma or chlorenchyma, sclerenchyma. Complex, xylem and phloem. Main functions, which I will write down later on. Xylem mainly water and it conducts water and minerals. Phloem, food materials from leaves to all parts. Special, just by the name special or secretory, their main functions are to secrete. Glandular, just like latex, solid or semi-solid. So खोटो दूध खोटो र चोप जस्तो निकाल्छ नि. Lactiferous, just now lacti means milk, just like milk production. Question number 4. Question number 5. This is the last for today. Question number 5. Sometimes very simple questions can be asked. Name 4 types of animal tissue or classify the animal tissues. How many types of animal tissues are there? Solution. You write here animal tissues are of 4 types. Number 1, nervous tissue, which is related to the nervous system, mainly dendrite and axon. Another connective tissue. Here connective means blood, mainly blood and cartilage. Muscular mainly voluntary, involuntary and cardiac. Another is nervous tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue and epithelial tissues. Epithelial tissue or epitheliums. Simple word, one word, epitheliums or epithelia. Epithelium singular, epithelia plural, or epithelial tissues. Just by the name epithelium, just like ecto, indo, meso, mesoderm, epi, just by the word epi or x, बाहिरपट्टिको भाग. It is also of different types. Pavement or squamous. Just by the name pavement, सिँढी छाप्ने जस्तो. Cubical, columnar, glandular, and then stratified. Again, there are four types. Name four types of animal tissues. If this question is asked, very short question, you have to write down. There are four types of animal tissues. They are nervous tissues, connective tissues, muscular tissues, and epithelial tissues or epithelia. Four types. Nervous tissue, mainly dendrite and axon. Connective tissue, to connect, to join blood, RBC, WBC, and platelets. Cartilage, cartilage and bone also connective tissue. Without blood and without bone and cartilage, our body is just like heap of meat. Muscular tissue. Muscular means it is related to muscles, flesh. Three types: voluntary, involuntary, and cardiac. Voluntary, we can move it according to our wish. इच्छा अनुसार चल्छ. For example, hand, legs, etc. Involuntary, we cannot move them. Just like internal organs like heart, lungs, etc. Cardiac, found in the heart. Epithelial tissues or epithelia, four types: pavement or squamous, cubical, length breadth height equal, columnar, just like column, top to bottom, glandular, and stratified. Final, animal tissues: nervous tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, and epithelial tissue. Four types. Epithelial, again, simple and complex. Pavement, cubical, columnar, glandular. Single layered, stratified, multi-layered.